From our Toronto studios, this is the Muslim News on Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aishah Ashraf. Our top story for today: approximately 75,000 federal workers have accepted the Trump administration's deferred resignation offer so far. These are part of President Donald Trump's vision to cut what he has called wasteful government spending. The administration closed the buyout program Wednesday evening, despite a federal judge in Massachusetts clearing the program. The attrition rate for the federal workforce was 5.9% in fiscal year 2023, according to the Partnership for Public Service. The State Department has quietly changed a contract after media scrutiny revealed a planned $400 million deal for Tesla. The company is run by Elon Musk, who is currently head of President Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency and who donated heavily to support Trump's presidential campaign last year. Initially, the document, dated December 23rd, specified an order for armored Tesla vehicles. But after multiple news reports, it was edited to read armored electric vehicles. Ryan Grimm of DropSite, who exposed the document, noted it would be the State Department's largest vehicle contract for 2025. NPR reports that while the revised document omits Tesla's name, the company's Cybertruck, known for its militaristic design, could still be a contender. Musk has denied knowledge of the deal, saying on social media, "No one mentioned it to me, at least." However, his companies have secured about $13 billion in federal contracts over the past 5 years. The revelation comes amid major federal contract cuts led by Musk-backed officials in the Trump administration. ProPublica has also revealed that more than $900 million in Education Department contracts were terminated under Musk's DOGE. The move dismantled key education research programs, with details leaked on Musk's social media platform shortly after inquiries from journalists. Tech billionaire Elon Musk has urged the U.S. to delete entire agencies to cut government spending. Speaking via video at the World Government Summit in Dubai this week, he criticized bureaucracy and called for drastic changes under President Donald Trump. Musk, who is now leading the Department of Government Efficiency, claimed bureaucratic control stifles democracy. Wearing a t-shirt reading tech support, he joked about being the White House's tech help. "If we don't remove the roots of the weed, it'll grow back," he warned, stressing the need for deep reforms. His growing influence in government has raised concerns, as critics say he is sidelining officials and gaining access to sensitive data. Musk also referenced the risks of artificial intelligence and thermonuclear warfare. 8 former U.S. inspectors general have sued the Trump administration over their sudden firings. The case comes after the USAID Inspector General Paul Martin was fired just a day after releasing a critical report on Trump's foreign aid policies. The inspectors general say the dismissals violate federal law, which protects watchdogs from political interference. Their lawsuit argues that the removals broke bipartisan laws meant to ensure oversight independence. The plaintiffs are seeking reinstatement, back pay, and a ruling that the firings were illegal. Among the plaintiffs are former inspectors general from the Defense, State, Education, and Agriculture departments. The White House is facing criticism for allegedly retaliating against America's leading news agency, the Associated Press, over its reporting. AP claims its reporters were barred from events after refusing to use President Donald Trump's new name for the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. The agency's executive editor, Julie Pace, called it viewpoint discrimination and a violation of the First Amendment. Trump signed the executive order for the name change on January 20th. Pace warned that restricting press access hurts public transparency and sets a dangerous precedent. A copy of her protest letter was posted online, fueling the controversy. White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt defended the decision, accusing AP of lying by not adopting the president's terminology. She insisted the Gulf of America is the correct name for the Gulf of Mexico. Tech giants Google and Apple have begun updating their maps for U.S. users in line with Trump's directive. Analysts say the dispute highlights growing tensions between the press and the administration, raising concerns over media freedom and potential legal battles. The Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit against New York State, its governor and state attorney general, for failing to enforce federal immigration laws. Attorney General Pam Bondi said New York has chosen to prioritize what she called illegal aliens over American citizens. She said the federal government has already sued Illinois, and now it is New York's turn. Last week, the Justice Department asked a federal judge to swiftly invalidate sanctuary policies in Chicago, Illinois. It is arguing state and local officials are an obstacle to the federal government's enforcement of the immigration laws. The lawsuit was filed against New York Governor Kathy Hochul and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Mark Schroeder, Commissioner of the New York State Department of Motor Vehicles, is also named in the law. GOP lawmaker pushes petition to deport Representative Ilhan Omar. Details come after the break. Stay tuned and we will be right back. Welcome back. Republican Congressman Brandon Gill is pushing a petition to deport Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar. He claims she is more loyal to undocumented Somali immigrants than to the U.S. Gill, a strong supporter of President Donald Trump, sent an email saying America would be better if she were sent back to Somalia. He also accused Omar of helping illegal immigrants evade deportation. Omar, who became a U.S. citizen in 2000, has been a frequent Republican target due to her criticism of Trump. Democratic Representative Pramila Jayapal condemned the move, calling it disgusting and a political attack on a U.S. citizen. The petition has sparked outrage, with critics calling it xenophobic and an attempt to silence dissent. Omar has not directly responded, but continues her work in Congress. A flight carrying deported migrants from the United States landed in El Salvador's capital, San Salvador, on Wednesday. This marks the first transfer under a new agreement between the administrations of President Donald Trump and Salvadoran President Nayib Bukele. Bukele met with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in the capital to discuss key bilateral issues, including illegal migration. During the meeting, Rubio announced a historic deal under which El Salvador will accept undocumented migrants of any nationality who have committed crimes on U.S. soil. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce confirmed that Bukele has agreed to take back all El Salvador MS-13 gang members currently living unlawfully in the U.S. Additionally, El Salvador has pledged to incarcerate violent illegal immigrants, including members of the Venezuela Tren de Aragua gang, as well as migrants from other countries. Authorities in El Salvador have begun processing the deported migrants as part of the implementation of this new agreement between the two nations. Analysts say the deal represents a deepening of U.S.-El Salvador relations and a shift in migration policies, as both countries work together on security and border enforcement. President Donald Trump claims that moving Palestinians from Gaza to what he calls safer areas would be more majestic, the White House said Wednesday. White House spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt said Trump and Jordan's King Abdullah II discussed Gaza's future in a meeting at the White House this week. Abdullah prefers Palestinians stay in place, with new development put in place to create jobs. But Trump thinks relocation is the better option. Leavitt did not specify where Trump envisions safer locations. She said Trump remains committed to peace and has tasked Arab allies with presenting a plan. The U.S. continues working with Arab partners and strongly supports Israel. Trump has introduced a bold new idea to secure Middle East peace and is determined to achieve it, Leavitt added. King Abdullah reaffirmed Jordan's opposition to the displacement of Palestinians, calling it the unified Arab stance. Drone footage has revealed Israel's widespread destruction of university buildings in Gaza following 15 months of military strikes. The video highlighted significant damage to Al-Azhar University, the Islamic University of Gaza, and Al-Aqsa University, which are all located in the Tal al-Hawa region of western Gaza. A truce has been in place in Gaza since January 19th, halting Israel's genocide that has killed more than 60,000 people, mostly women and children, since October 2023. The war also has caused widespread destruction and left the Palestinian enclave in ruins. The International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants last November for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. Israel also faces a genocide case at the International Court of Justice for its war on the enclave. In related news, the Israeli army's complete withdrawal from the Netzarim corridor in central Gaza has revealed devastating destruction across residential areas and institutions, including Al-Azhar University. The university now stands in ruins, surrounded by empty Israeli ammunition. The walls of the bombed-out structure bear racist and hate-filled slogans written in Hebrew, some reading, "I'm here to demolish," alongside the Star of David. The footage captures destroyed classrooms, books, and academic documents buried beneath the debris. The Netzarim corridor is an Israeli-occupied area of Gaza during its genocide in the region between October 2023 until the recent ceasefire on January 19th. The corridor splits northern Gaza from southern Gaza. U.S. intelligence agencies are warning that Israel is considering major strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities this year, according to a Wall Street Journal report. The intelligence findings, compiled in the final days of the administration of former President Joe Biden, suggest Israel sees Iran's military as weakened. Officials say Israel might seek U.S. backing, believing President Donald Trump would be more supportive than former President Joe Biden. A second report delivered early in Trump's term confirmed that Israel is contemplating action against Iran's nuclear sites. The White House and Israeli officials have not commented on the claims. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has hinted that Iran's nuclear infrastructure is vulnerable. Iran, however, has repeatedly warned of severe retaliation if attacked. The Sudanese army has rejected a ceasefire call by the United Arab Emirates for the month of Ramadan. The army says it will not agree to a ceasefire until the siege on cities is lifted. This comes as Sudan's military makes key advances in the capital Khartoum, seizing a stronghold from the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, which it has been fighting for almost 2 years. The army accuses the UAE of supporting the RSF with weapons and funds, claims the UAE denies. The UAE urged both sides to pause fighting during Ramadan, calling for mercy and compassion. The civil war has killed more than 28,000 people and forced 14 million from their homes. Aid groups warn that famine is spreading, especially in Darfur, where displaced families struggle to survive. The war has also triggered the world's worst displacement crisis, with 3.2 million fleeing to neighboring countries. Humanitarian efforts remain blocked by the fighting. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Salam.